Hello everyone, this is Slasha. This is a continuation of the Auto Arena Defense episode. So last time we tried some cancer versus cancer strategy. So we did this. We did 5 matches today using similar tactics, and we lost one. This one here was versus SP Freya and Betty. And opponents Rean and Bozel overwhelmed my crystal stacks on my Rozenciel. Anyway, so let's do a quick replay of these just to see how we fare against various boxes. So first is this Hermit's Cancer defense. When you have Cancer defense like this on the top 100 players, eventually over time everybody will fail to auto win, right? If you fail to auto win, then people will start manual. When you manually attack someone, you only get half as many points, like 12 points or something, 15 points, 12 points. And then when you lose like 12 points, right? So then you net gain 0, right? And if you failed some manual accidentally, or a few people attack you a few more times, you will start to lose ratings. The problem is, if everyone on the server wins 5 times and lose 5 times on average, but if their winning on the offensive is manually done, then they break even in a week. However, on Monday, everyone loses 100 points. So that causes rating deflation. The overall average rating per player starts to decrease over time. And that's when nobody on the server, even the top 100, cannot reach 1900 on several top like CN servers, for example. Right, so many Taiwan servers, for example, made some truce. Everybody put one unit on the arena defense, so it became very easy for everybody on the server to basically do auto wins. And if everybody do auto wins, you win 24 points on average per battle, and you lose 12 on average per battle, right? And everybody on average only get hits 5 times. So that so this means 24 subtract 12, right? You gain 12 net times 6. Times 5. You gain 60 points per day. Times 7 days a week, 420 points per week, and you lose 100 on Monday due to decay every week. Everybody gains 320 points on average every week. So you can go up to 2,500 points, 3,000 points, no problem. Right? That's actually the best arena defense. Just put 1 unit, right? Please, just everybody put 1 unit. Of course, kind of like a prisoner's dilemma, right? In game theory. Not everybody do this. And they're like, oh, what if I'm the first one to do this and others don't? Then I get penalized, everyone attack me, right? So it's very hard to get the truce going, especially on global servers when you don't have the same community, right? Like the same culture background, right? You have diverse background from across the globe, and it's very difficult to negotiate a truce, right? Versus like a Taiwan server in a smaller region. So sadly, we have to invent OP. Hopefully, something like this that's increase your chance of auto win, right? Because ODS defense is everywhere these days, right? This is just crazy. Old Landius defense is the counter to AoE rush, right? Old Landius and Jugler basically kind of blocks your AoE rush. When old Landius dies, all the debuffs gets cleared, so it's really tough. And in this situation, you even have opponent with Yulia. It's like, how much more cancer can you go, right? You have old Landius, you have Yulia, you have Rean, you have Jugler. Oh my god, right? So this, if you brought the AoE rush team, you just outright lose, right? And so I brought this cancer versus cancer, right? See, and it took what? How many turns is this now? Right? It's like this is just nuts, right? It's turn 5 now, and we're still going. Now we have the ignore armor debuff, Right, we're still going at this. Just crazy, right? Oh my god. So, please, everyone, just put one unit. Just put one unit on your auto arena defense. Everybody will benefit. Everybody will benefit. Right? This nobody likes this mode. This mode is pure cancer. There's no point winning on this mode. It doesn't prove you're better at this game. Right? It doesn't prove anything. If you take enjoyment, if you enjoy winning on auto arena defense, and that's your sole enjoyment in this game, I'm sorry, that just makes no sense. If this is the mode that makes you enjoy the game, it just makes no sense, right? And currently, this mode creates so much misery for a lot of players. It wastes so much time. Everybody does this mode for a single purpose. For a single purpose. Get above 1900, get 20 crystals. 20 crystals per day, right? If you get lower rank, you get less crystals. And crystals is very hard to come by for free-to-play players. So, and if everybody starts to lose crystals, they will have less summons. And summoning on banners already have lots of RNG salt, right? So if you make your community peers feel even more miserable by not even getting maximized crystal from free-to-play, coupled along with the fact that they'll get many summoning bad luck streams, they'll just quit the game and you won't have a game anymore, right? It's very hard it's very hard on free-to-play players already, right? So don't make it harder for your peers. Just put one unit on your auto arena defense, please. Right? I plead to the global community. Just do it, please. Right? Let your peers, free-to-play players, have an easier time. Right? Otherwise, everybody's gonna waste so much more time. Even auto attack is gonna take like 5 minutes, right? Just like what we saw over there back then in that match alone, right? This video is 7 minutes long, 7 minutes 30 seconds long already, right? And imagine if I have to manual 5 battles. Not only do you get 12 points per match only, and you start to cause you'll basically result in server rating deflation across the board. Nobody stays above 1900 at some point, right? And that's not good, right? Over time, everybody will have OP arena defense, and then the server just will no longer get above 1900. There's several top CN servers like that, right? Everybody on top 100 or top 200 are super strong arena defense. Nobody stays above 1900 per week, right? On average, you have the manual to win. You win 12, you lose 12, you gain 0 over time per player per week, and then you lose 100 next week. It's just ridiculous, right? So please do your community a favor on global and put one unit on defense. Otherwise, this mode just wastes everybody's time, right? And if you get you need at least 4 wins versus this top one here, or like 3 wins plus 2 of the middle win, in order to get to 12 points reward here, so you get more crystal, right? So you have to do this, right? Like what I do is I put a single unit as my defense, so everybody wins against me. If you lose against this Yulia, you deserve to lose, right? Just make everything easier, right? So lots of people attack me. I let them attack me. Right? And please, Mr. Rean, and anybody else who does this, do not press the rematch button. If you do a rematch, yes, the opponent who attacked you cannot attack you again, so you kind of get points without further retaliation. But when you retaliate someone, you also get lower points. You get like half points. You get like 12 points or something. You don't get the 24 points from auto win. So when you do that, you also contribute to server rating deflation. The average points on the server will start to decrease over time. So please don't do this, right? I know I have 1 unit on defense and it seems easy when you do this, but please don't do this. If everybody put 1 unit on auto arena defense. Just do press challenge and auto, and you win. But look at this. Look at this. This is actually not even cancer defense because there's no ODS, so you can kind of abuse this with the stealth AOE rush, right? But like that one we just saw, Mr. Hermit, cancer defense, right? Mr. Serpent, I think this is Serpent or something, but in Russia, right? Let's look at this match, right? Same problem. Top arena defense. Like what the hell is this? Old Landius, Rozenciel, and Yulia. Jugler and Landius. 2 tanks, Rozenciel, Old Landius, and Yulia. Mega Turtle Box. Are you kidding me? So I took Rean out because Rean's not going to do anything versus this freaking Rozenciel and Old Landius. So I put Led in here. 2 life, actual life, just to turtle it out. It's going to go to like round 8 or something, right? Like or more. It's gonna go there, right? This is just ridiculous. How like how difficult do you want this mode to be for your peers in the global community? If you do this, do you think you're not going to lose on defense? People will just manual attack you, right? You'll still lose the same points. You still lose 12 points when people manually attack you, right? They just won't auto attack you. They'll manually attack you because you're forcing them to do so, right? And when the opponent manually attack you, just to get 5 wins a week, they'll gain only 12 points per battle. Then the whole server will decrease on average per player, and that's not good. But you still lose 12 points. You still lose 12 points. Don't think for a moment that you won't lose points if you put cancer defense. You still lose the same points because people will manually attack you. All you're doing is you're forcing the attacker to manually attack you. Or find some OP auto arena auto attack like this. Like I put a cancer versus cancer, right? A mega turtle versus mega turtle. Rozenciel, Old Landius versus each other. We both have dog, right? We both have Yulia. I have Landius here instead of Landius. I could have put Landius here actually. I think Landius would have done better because I have a Lancer Landius versus his Landius, right? So all you're doing with this cancer defense is you're making your attackers, the communities, spend more time manually attacking you, and you're making all the attackers gain less points over time, including yourself, because you have to manual others too, right? I understand that you might be able to find some arena defense that are weak, but over time, everybody gets stronger, and you won't find those opportunities in top 100 anymore, right? And when that happens, I'm sorry, you, like this opponent right here, you have to manually attack everybody else as well. So you gain 12 points and you lose 12 points. And the server is eventually not going to sustain above 900 rating at the end of the week. And nobody will, right? So rationally, logically, everybody should be just putting one auto arena defense unit. That's it. Simple, right? Simple, right? But how many minutes has this been? Is there another freaking 5 minutes on this auto match alone just to get 24 points, right? You think your community peers enjoy this, or you enjoy watching opponents like suffer by wasting time in this mode? Is that the enjoyment you get from this? Right? Like do you enjoy this? You take pride in having strong auto arena defense? Right? You're basically gimping everybody else crystals. And is that good for the community? No. All the free-to-play players will get less resources over time. And that's not good for the community. How is that good for competition? Right? Then people will have less summoning resources. And people will have less, units over time with the new banners and everything, right? And your community will just die. People already have enough salt from summoning sessions, right? You can watch some of the other streamers; they have lots of salt, including myself during summoning sessions, right? And I'm not even free to play, so I don't care actually if people do this, because I'll just ditch out my credit card, right? To buy more crystals. I don't care. I can even buy 40 crystals for 5 more auto arena tickets per day, just to stay above 1900. Waste more, waste more crystals than the reward. I don't care, right? Because I have credit card. But this is not good for the community at large. If you do this, if you put Cancer Arena defense like this, you waste everybody's time. You cause server rating deflation. Everybody will have less points over time, and you're creating a more miserable experience for yourself as everybody else gets stronger and put the same Cancer defense on, and you won't be able to auto win them either, right? So I'm putting this video out here for 2 reasons. One, I strongly encourage the global community to put 1 unit on your defense. Gather together among the guild leaders on your server. Find the top guilds, top 3 to 5 or 10 guilds on your server. Talk with each other, right? Make a truce, and everybody put 1 unit on defense, right? I'll make everyone's life easier. Free crystal resources per week. This mode, people already are busy with their life. It's a rough year for everyone. It was a rough year for everyone last year, and you're making it more miserable. You're just making it more miserable for everyone by putting Cancer defense there, right? Talk with each other. Put 1 unit on the defense. This is still freaking going. This is like how many minutes? Oh my god. This video is now 16 minutes. 16 minutes 52 seconds. Right? Look at this match. How many? What turn is this? Turn 7. Still going. My god. Duking it out with each other. Turtle versus turtle. How is this a test of skill? I'm not even controlling the unit. Right? I'm not even controlling the unit. This mode should be absolutely deleted. It's garbage. It doesn't make any sense. Right? This, people spend time farming Aniki and farming other things, farming dragons, right? At least you have continuous battle, right? And you're guaranteed success. You're not guaranteed success here when you auto. Look how close this is, right? With all the extra life units and all these sustain, right? Look at this. Look at this. Finally, I killed Yulia's 3 lives over. Mr. Serpent or Serpana, whatever your name is, right? You enjoy this? How are you enjoying this? How are you enjoying this? Are you enjoying this too when you attack into them manually? Is that not time wasted in your daily life? Right? So now let's look at this, Mr. or Mrs. Mona, right? Mr. or Miss Mona. Again, Cancer defense. Look at this. What is this? Old Landius, Jugler, Bozel, Rean, right? Some variation of this have Iron Rod, because when you AOE against Iron Rod and then Iron Rod's below 70% HP, she moves twice and she'll AOE twice, and that pretty much counter kill the opponent's team, right? And if you want to silence Iron Rod, Old Landius will die before Iron Rod, right? And that will clear out the debuff, right? So old Landius, Rean, Iron Rod, Jugler plus something like Wiler is absolute Cancer defense. That's so bad, right? You could add Betty into even more Cancer when you add Betty, right? So it's actually very rough against Betty defense, right? If opponents have Jugler, Betty, Old Landius, Rean, and Iron Rod, I don't know this, right? This is how we lost the next match to some degree because of Betty, right? So it's just rough, it's just ridiculous. This mode is absolute Cancer with all these auto arena defense team with Old Landius, right? So pushing each other back right here, right? And let's keep going. Let's keep going. Look at this. How stupid is this? Like basically, I can go AFK, right? I can auto arena here, go AFK, come back, right? Right. If you can't get a server wide truce on one unit defense, my video is going to help you find some kind of combinations of auto attack team to defeat these cancers, right? You have a good chance at defeating these cancers, right? But it's not bulletproof, and you'll see in the next match, it's not bulletproof, right? I still got overrun by the opponent's arena defense. So I was in this match. I'm barely keeping up the debuff. Actually, this is an easier one than the last one. Interestingly. All right, we killed them. We killed them, just for 24 points. Now let's show the even more annoying box, Mr. Lyman. Mr. Lyman. Like I can manually attack you and you still lose points, right? For demonstration purpose, I wanted to show how cancer your defense block is. SP Freya, Betty, Bozel, and Rean. The problem here is Betty really messed up Rozenciel stack because I end up losing crystal stacks by attacking into Betty. And then Rean and Bozel overrun my Rozenciel. So I think this one here needs adjustment. I shouldn't use Rean. I should probably bring something else. I have to think about this next time I run into Lyman, right? So I AoE here, and this AoE hurts my Rean more. Look at that. That Betty is freaking strong. So see? So Betty's new 3C is causing all my nearby allies to lose crystal stacks. So that actually causes Bozel and Rean to overrun me. Right? So and Wiler now remove all the debuff I just applied, at least 2. Right? So now more debuff. So my crystal stack got destroyed because of Betty 3C. So now Rean and Bozel can overrun me. So in this mode, I need to bring pure single target, potentially just to kill, Right. So now at this point, I started to get overrun by Rean's debuff too. Sadly, and I think I mispositioned maybe Yulia at the start, so she didn't get to attack the first time. Yeah. So I'm totally overrun now. Yeah, and Wiler, of course, make it even further further difficult because Wiler counters single target too. Okay, so this actually is a rough defense for any auto team. Betty counters the AoE, removes my crystal stack, so Rean and Bozel overrun me. Freya is like really strong single target. I barely killed Freya here, and that sucks. So I wasn't able to kill Freya. And I started losing here. And my Rean got silenced too. And Rean killed himself AoE into the opponents. So at this point, I don't even have the crystal stacks, and Rean and Bozel destroys me the following turn. Right, I gained a few back, but you'll see. Like right here, I think I got... well, old Landius died. I gained some HP back. Now I'm running out of crystal stack and clock on Bozel too. Right, Wiler's 3Cs, triggering the talent to make it very difficult for me to further damage the opponents. They heal back to full. And freaking Betty does even more AoE. And now I can't heal my Yulia. Right? This is just redonkulous. So now I kill myself, thanks to healing negation on Yulia and Wiler's 3C. So Mr. Lyman, if I run into you next time, I may just manual versus you because your box is too cancer. I admit defeat. I admit defeat. I concede. Right? Your box is just too cancerous. Right? I'll buy extra tickets just to attack you every time I see you because of your cancer box. Thank you. Right? If you're number one, I'm gonna buy extra tickets to attack you multiple times. Right? Because I don't care. Right? You're a cancer to the community. Now, last but not the least, Mr. Infinite All. Thank you. You don't have a cancer defense. You don't have Landius, so I feel bad attacking into you, but you're the one on my list because I needed to get 12 points today. I needed to win 4 times, so I can get my weekly crystals. This opponent doesn't have a cancer defense, so you can actually run something like Letitia's speed buff with 4 AoE units. That will destroy the opponents. I didn't have to bring this combo, right? So in fact, Arena like 4 AoE rush would be much easier for this, right? But I was too lazy to switch units, so I just press auto. Right. So, anyways, Yulia pretty much did the job here. You know, Rean with some AoE here, 3C. My Rean's only 4 stars by the way, but he does a good job even at being 4 star. Yeah, Rean is just so good. I don't use Rean in my PvP box right now. I have a pure single target glory single target box with some Yelis, and I'm kind of transitioning into glory Tensei reincarnation hybrid box. No AoE. Anyways, I'll play more Apex this weekend and record it. Probably get my butt kicked while I try to figure out how to play my box better. I think it's much easier to play a kind of a standard box with a mix of AoE and single target. My box have no AoE, so it makes the opponent have a very easy bend pig face. But I want to keep pushing. I want to keep trying my turtle single target box. Learn how to play that better. Okay, so thank you, Infinite All. You don't have a cancer defense, so most people can defeat you with AoE rush. That's not a problem. But please, everybody, just put 1 unit. Just put 1 unit. Just put 1 unit like me. Just do it, please. It's better for the community overall. Right? I plead for your participation in this 1 unit defense tactic. We have been doing this with some limited success on our regular server. We made a truce. We made a truce among 3 of the top guilds, and we have some of our members participating. Like, you know, many of the top players that in our guilds are doing 1 unit defense, right? And this is helping to inflate the server rating. The 2 weeks ago, like 100, rank 100 on Sunday was not even above 1900. 2 weeks ago. Last week we started this truce on Tuesday, and we ended the week around 1957, right, for this rank 100 rating. So we successfully caused server rating inflation with some limited participation of this 1 unit defense truce. And we are continuing into this week. A few players have dropped 1 unit defense because basically who participate first kind of get, you know, gained up on. Unfortunately, I'm still doing fine. I do 1 unit defense, but because I can auto win, so I can keep my rating up. Right? So everybody who attack into me, as long as they're not retaliating, everybody who find me from this screen and actually attack into me will get 24 points. Right? So this player is going to get 24 points, 24 points, 24 points, 24 points. They all enjoy 24 points, right? And everybody benefits. And many of these players would, you know, love getting more free points, right? This causes the server rating to inflate. right? So a lot of the players who previously couldn't get above 1900 now benefited from the limited truce on our server. Right? They benefited, and now they're able to get above 1900. So we successfully created server points inflation, and that's good. In return, it makes our life easier because some of the strong players on the top that used to be on the top now have an even easier time auto winning against other top 100 players, right? So we want to cause server rating inflation. So we'll track our points this week again. A few players have dropped from this truce, unfortunately, but we're hoping this will continue. You know, a lot of the stronger players don't care, so they put 1 unit defense from our 3 top guilds, and that will benefit everyone, and they can still stay above 1900, right? And some don't care even if they stay above just 1800, right? Because overall, over time, will create higher and higher rating over time, right? If every player can get more than 100 points on average per week, then it will exceed the 100 points decay on Monday. And over time, week after week, everybody will increase. And you don't have to worry about staying above 1900. On several other servers, on the Taiwan server, people are above 2500 points, 2700 points. Some of them are above 3000 points, right? And that's the strategy, right? To keep everybody happy in the community. Right? There's absolutely no point taking pride in winning in this mode. Like, you're not even controlling the unit. It doesn't prove you're a better player. Go out there and play Apex if you want to prove yourself to be a better PvP player, right? And I'm still improving. I'm still learning. I still make a lot of mistakes, as you can see from my earlier videos, right? But I want to be better at Apex. I don't want to be better in Auto Arena. This mode is absolute cancer, and please make it less a pain for your community by placing 1 unit on the defense. So thank you for watching, everyone. And if you're running into cancer defense, try something like my team. But you do need Rozenciel and Jugler and probably ODS to counter opponent's cancer, right? And you can add Yulia as your single target sustain, and you can add Rean as your cancer, AoE cancer. If opponent have Rozenciel, maybe you put another single target or another tank, so you can be flexible. But Mr. Lyman, I'm gonna find you and hunt you down again next time, right? Your cancer defense does not make you stay at the top, because people will manually attack into you, and it's still very easy to defeat your box manually, right? If people manual, there's always ways to win, right? If you manually abuse opponent's AI, right? But we don't want everybody in the server to fight against a OP cancer defense with manual box, right? Because everybody will lose more over time. And what's the point of doing that? How does that benefit anyone, right? So please make it easy. 1 unit defense, and everybody can stay above 1900 points on your server. It's going to be better for the new players coming in too. Right? They can quickly climb above 1900, gather resources, do more summons, right? There's already a barrier of entry for new players, right? So let's not make this community become smaller and smaller, right? Let's welcome new players. Let's make it easy. I plead everyone. I plead for your participation with 1 unit placement on the Auto Arena defense. Please do this for everyone's good sake. That's it. Thank you for watching. /out. Peace.